Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Tomb of Annihilation, Ascent to Firefinger. Today is May 17th, 2020, and you are loved, and that is a very important thing that we like to remind each of our listeners and viewers at the beginning of each and every single one of our sessions. If this is your first time joining us and you would like to find out more, consider going to youtube.com/indooradventures, where you can find all of our after shows. We post our VODs of every game that we play up there. So I think there's like several hundred games of just sessions like these that you can find right there. If you already are familiar with our show and you are interested in possibly asking us some questions, you can always go to patreon.com/indooradventures, where we have our after show called Nights in the Courtyard set up. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask us, the easiest way to ask them, of course, is going to be by joining us in our Discord, which you can find a link to below, or if you post the questions in the side chat. Hopefully we catch it and then we'll be able to answer it. And that after show is currently being made available, for free. So again, feel free to go on over, check it out. We also have a merch store set up. So if you find yourself in need of t-shirts, posters, mugs, throw pillows, shower curtains, we got all sorts of stuff up on our merch store, which you can go and find at Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But hey, normally my spiel ends at this point, but did you know we are having a giveaway right now? So if you check out our Twitter, I'll also be posting a link and finding out an easier way to get the link posted in our current Twitch chat. We are having a giveaway to celebrate getting 500 followers on this channel. We are already up to 520, which is just... that's banana shoes to me. Currently, our prizes that we have set up are a 11-piece dice set from our dear friends at Die Hard Dice, as well as a 7-piece dice set, also from Die Hard Dice. Now, you're probably asking yourself, but normally, don't you show them, reveal to us what color they are, that sort of thing? Normally, I do. But if you haven't noticed, there's some shit going on outside, and me touching things before I send it to you, probably not a good idea. So instead, I'm just going to be working with the winners to then get them not only some very quality dice, but some quality dice of their choosing. So thank you so much to everybody who has already entered into the giveaway. I'm very excited that we have hit such an awesome milestone. Speaking of milestones, I swear this is the last part. Hey, have you considered or even thought about what kind of games that you would like to play during this here quarantine, lockdown, bad times? Dungeons and Dragons is great. Obviously, we think so because we play so much of it on this channel, but we've also played quite a few other tabletop role-playing games, one of which being Power Outage. Now, we have played with the creator of Power Outage, a kind of pun-based superhero game. We've played with them before. They have helped sponsor and actually gave us multiple copies of the Power Outage book. And our dear friend Babars has actually joined in with the other individuals behind the Shelter in Play initiative to put together, I think it's over $170 worth of product for the low price of $10. So not only can you get the Power Outage core rule book, the adventure that also got released, but you can get upwards of, I think, at least 25 other different tabletop RPG systems, standalone adventures, all sorts of stuff. And of course, all of the funds that are being provided for the Shelter in Play initiative can be found on Drive-Thru RPG. That is a direct link through them. Let me get that brought up in the chat. I thought I had a cooler button that I could pick to do it myself, but I couldn't. So there, it's in chat now, and I will be posting a link in the video description below. So again, it is over $170 worth of product for the low price of $10. That's insane. You should support that. It's for a good cause. But that is it for all of my spiels. So, hey RJ, who are you playing today?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, and I'll be playing as Hassan, the 1T Druid Cleric.
Hello everyone, I'm RinRin, played by LBHackEmUp. RinRin is a tabaxi monk.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings. I'm going to be playing as Baz the Drow Rogue.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Teshvael Filarin, Mark of Shadow Paladin.
And I'm Tyler, I'm your DM, and we'll start with the recap. Last time, RinRin's raucous rebels cut down an assault of Evo 1T, protecting their friends in the Order of the Gauntlet. Although the treatment of some of the survivors seems to have illuminated a moral divide in the party. Nonetheless, Firefinger awaits, as do a myriad of troubles in the undead-infested jungle. Will they overcome the precarious climb to the precipice? Find out this time on the Indoor Adventure presents The Tomb of Annihilation. Additionally, last time we left off with a short encounter with some spiders in the jungle. You were able to take care of them quite handedly and spend that night having a long rest. It is the next morning. You still have at least 2 days of travel left until you get to Firefinger. And by that, you'll get to Firefinger at night. And you'll recall Azaka mentioned that it's best to assault there at night so that the Terra folk don't see you coming. As we're beginning to progress further into these more heavily popular or more heavily infested with undead areas, I do want to clear up how you say marching order, and the other thing was collecting water. I know we have the alchemy jug now, but I wanted to make sure what Hassan was using that for recently.
He's left it in the bag of holding with one of the stoppers open.
Mm-hmm. Okay. just doing that.
Yep.
Sounds good. So marching order. How do you guys want to go about traveling through the jungle?
I assume that either Azaka would be first to help lead us in the direction that we're supposed to go, and if not, Teshvael would gladly take up the front because he knows that he's a little bit sturdier than someone like Baz.
I think Azaka and Tesh kind of share the front, either sometimes switching back and forth, but yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think as far as marching order goes, Baz is middle, but like he's like parallel to the party since he's sneaking through the jungle.
Yeah, like
anyways.
At least 10 feet off to the side or something like that.
Yeah, so like technically he's both front and back of his own little
his own marching order.
Exactly. Also, he rolled a 27 for stealth today.
Boy.
RinRin is in the back.
Okay. Hassan's probably
In the middle.
tucked in the middle. He likes to have his meat shields. All right, perfect. So, as I said last time, you're getting into this kind of more ominous, darker part of the jungle. The canopy is a bit thicker here. The sunlight is, thankfully for Baz, not breaking through as much. So during combats, you're not going to be suffering from sunlight, at least for the next day, it seems. And it is pretty cloudy out recently as well. More rainy than usual. And as you guys are starting off the day, let's go ahead and get your side to roll to figure out where you're going. And much like every other morning, you guys, or morning and day, you're traversing through the jungle, and you start going down into kind of a small ravine-ish area with like little crags sticking out from the as it's descending. And as you're looking around down here, you're seeing actually a lot of movement, and it's little insects crawling around. And as you're proceeding, you've realized you've stumbled pretty much right in the middle of a hive of centipedes. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative, and you spot like just a ton of these things start pouring out of little holes or crevices in the walls, coming at you from all sides.
Blah, 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 blah.
Nat 20.
Yeah, finally rolled well on initiative, so it's a 23.
Wow. Good job.
Oh, hey, nat 20. 22.
You can't let wings have anything, can you?
Fine.
It's final.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Good for you. I got an 8.
8.
Tesh doesn't have to go first. It's okay.
He doesn't.
How
He
many
just has
days
to
has it
stand there and
been
look pretty.
since? It's been like 2 days since the temple and the
It
attack.
is the second day after the.
What? Calendar. Yesterday was spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It
It's
is
the second day.
well, it's the third day since we departed.
I
that
like that
place.
phrase outside of a D&D context as well. Just yesterday was spiders.
Yesterday was spiders.
About 2 weeks ago, it was murder hornets.
What will
Oh.
tomorrow bring?
In the Underdark, every day is spider day.
It's true. So at the top of the round, Baz, you have unwittingly stumbled into a hive.
How
There
many
are
insects are there?
swarms of insects.
Swarms.
There are 3 swarms of insects that are, like, they're crawling together.
Okay. I'm gonna take an unpoisoned short bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and attack one of them. I get advantage on this because of my assassination feature.
Because you get to go first, finally.
This is the first time I've rolled higher than anything else on initiative. All right, awesome. Another natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck yeah.
Womp womp womp
I've got-
womp.
Elven accuracy, baby. It's really good. All right.
Crit fish,
sure.
crit fish.
Crit fish. All right, so that's going to be 8 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to roll our sneak attack. That'll be, owie. Okay, 16, 22 sneak attack damage.
Okay. The piercing is halved because they're resistant to such things, being a swarm.
Yes, a
But the
swarm.
sneak attack, explain how your sneak attack manages to dismantle this swarm.
God, like how big are the centipedes?
They're pretty big. They're like maybe a foot long and pretty wide around.
Okay, I'm gonna get really thematic with this and say that Baz lines up a shot with the swarm, kind of squints, and then like at the last second moves it up to a branch that's like loose up in the trees and hit that, and then it just falls, and then with a meaty thud takes them all out at once.
Right. And you crush a bunch of little insects underneath one of these big branches. I like it.
And then I'm gonna do my bonus action sneak.
Bonus action.
Natural 1.
Okay.
That's right.
He's proud of himself. Hassan. There are 2 more swarms of insects. I'll say 1 ahead and 1 behind now. So, you're in the center.
Time to test this out. He's going to walk up to a swarm and invert the bag of holding to dump a gallon of oil on the insects,
Okay.
and then he's going to use Druidcraft to light them on fire.
Okay. A gallon, I'd say, just covers a 5-foot square. Your jug also pops out with it since you invert it.
Scoop that. It's just like, pull them.
Cool. Let's see. I'll roll for. Nice. The hiss of little insects catching on fire I don't seem none too happy about that, but
That's my take.
Druidcraft's in action, right?
Druidcraft's in action, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Up next is, I'll say, the group in the front, and that one's crawling at Tesh. And as they get up to you, they are just going to start crawling up all over your body. Ooh, gross.
This is rather relaxing.
Okay.
It's like a series of little massages.
All right. 10 is not going to hit you,
No.
but you are now covered in insects. RinRin, there is a swarm of insects behind you. Hassan just walked up and dumped oil on them, so they're on fire.
Solid. I'm gonna go attack them, I guess.
All right.
Woo, indeed. 2 attacks.
Do it.
Wow, I got a natural 20 and a 1.
Okay.
What is happening?
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's 2d4. It's not as exciting when I get a natural 20.
I mean,
'Cause
still.
I'm only rolling a d4. So that's 9 damage.
Okay. You take 2 fire damage as you're punching into some flame.
Ow! I don't like that.
So you said 9 blood
Yes.
damage? Okay.
Sorry, the kittens are having a time.
They are having a time, and
I'll use a key point to use patient defense.
Okay.
That's dodge.
Thank you. This is necessary. That swarm is now going to crawl up all over you while on fire. So you both take some more fire damage. That's 4 fire damage for you. This is the consequences of your action.
Yeah.
This is just RinRin?
This is just RinRin.
Okay.
Because now she's covered in flaming insects.
God.
They roll at disadvantage against you, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because that is only an 11 to hit, which
That does not hit me.
Tesh, it is you. You are covered in insects.
Well, this is rather unfortunate. I think he would he would address the bugs on himself first, but I think that the way he does that is no, he's not going to cast a spell. He's just going to attack him. It's like but he has to use his rapier, so I think it's just kind of like a
well, you're also
down.
kind of like trying to scrape. So you're actually going, if you hit them but don't hit your AC, then you don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
In your confusion.
That is a that is a 19, so I meet my own AC.
Okay, so you guys will share the damage.
Or give advantage to yourself.
Yeah, you could give disadvantage or give advantage to people attacking you instead of doing damage to yourself.
I'll give disadvantage to people attacking me.
Well, no, it'd be you giving you disadvantage on your next attack.
Yeah, no, never mind. That's fine.
All right,
okay.
Yeah, just take half damage. So go ahead, roll your damage.
That is
so strange, stabbing yourself.
9 points.
Cool. So you'll take 2. That's halved already. And these things also take some damage.
He'll sort of like turn and look to his party like he's about to say something, and then just see that RinRin's covered in flaming centipedes. No, maybe I won't.
Azaka is going to try and help you. She's next to you. But I think RinRin is close enough that she wants to help her. No offense, but she likes to help RinRin.
Everyone does. She knows.
She's going to try and carefully stab at these bugs on you, RinRin. However, you might take some damage in the process if it hits your AC. Those will both hit them. And does a 18 hits you, doesn't it? But
Yes.
a 17 matches.
Correct.
Okay. She's trying to be careful here. So you take 4 slashing damage as she's stabbing at these things on you. Cool. Up next at the top of the round is Baz. Both RinRin and Tesh are covered in centipedes.
Are they within 20 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry about this. Baz is going to recognize that this is a problem. I think that he was still laughing about taking out that swarm. And then all of a sudden, RinRin's covered in flaming centipedes, and he's like, "Oh, jeez!" And he's going to cast Fairy Fire and try to get both centipede swarms in that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's each creature that, and you can't choose, so you're all gonna have to roll for it.
What's the save for?
It's a dex save.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely. I'll have them to save as well as Azaka.
21 for me.
21 as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
I was hoping you two would be good at that.
Does Hassan fall within this as well? So it's like just a 20-foot cube.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, I think Hassan falls in it as well.
Eh.
What did Azaka need to make?
9.
Okay, she does.
That's my dump stat.
But one of the swarm of insects succeeds. I'm going to say it's the one on Tesh. So the one on RinRin is Fairy Fired, and that's it, I think.
Yep.
Hassan, did you succeed?
I am
going
to
to
try
try and... Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to try and hide, because
Okay.
it's more. 12.
Okay, sweet. You are hidden. Hassan. Flaming insects in front of you.
Well, this isn't working the way I thought it would. Gonna make them make a Constitution save 14 as I cast Poison Spray.
They do not. You say 14? Yeah, they do not.
And just like a pesticide, I got a 12 poison damage.
Okay. And this is on the flaming ones.
On the flaming ones on RinRin.
Which is also on RinRin. So RinRin make that save as well. So poison spray on these flaming centipedes, which it seems to be quite effective against them. And you kill the ones on RinRin. RinRin, you are no longer on fire.
Just Hassan with his fangs out hisses, and like the spray of poison comes out of his mouth.
Nice, I like it.
This is rather inconvenient.
Is RinRin before the swarm?
Yes. Oh no. RinRin was before the swarm. That was on her, but they're dead. Next is the first group that rolled a natural 20 to attack Tesh.
I see.
Although it's fine.
Summerwise, free yourself.
Summerwise definitely takes to the air as soon as
Oh
he's
yeah,
hitting.
good.
But he's probably like flying around, like picking up the smaller ones that are like all alone and just like snatching them. You take 21 piercing damage
Oh,
as these things are just stabbing the heck out of you, biting all over.
that is a significant amount.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Player me did not really consider how much a swarm of centipedes would do.
Yeah, no, they rolled in that 22, so get wrecked. RinRin, you're up.
Teshvael, no! I run over.
Don't worry, my third character also plays a swarm.
I'm gonna do flurry of blows
Okay.
on these bitches, which
These
apparently.
ones succeeded on Fairy Fire, so no advantage. Never mind.
Okay. So does a 16 hit?
Yep, and it misses Tesh.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. And then one more. That's an 18.
Yep, and also misses Tesh. So you get 2 attacks that don't damage Tesh.
Solid. That's 13 damage.
Nice. Okay. I can do math.
And I'm gonna post myself up in front of him so that they hit me and not him. Oh, hello.
I mean, they're all on him, so they have to attack him.
Oh.
But
You're
no.
making the kitten sad.
Tesh, it is you.
This is the exact opposite of what I was expecting was going to happen on this adventure. So, this is a new day since we encountered the spiders?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I am going to use my paladin ability.
Okay.
Yes, for my channel divinity conquering presence. And I am going to very calmly tell these centipedes, you may want to rethink who you attach yourself to.
Okay. They have to make a save.
Wisdom save.
All right. They roll a 0.
Get fucked. They are conquering presence. So on a failed save, they become frightened of me, and then they repeat their save at the end of each of their turns. So they have disadvantage on attacking me, and they cannot move any closer to me.
Cool. That would be great if they weren't immune to being frightened.
Well, this is not very... I did not expect this. Shield of Faith!
Okay.
Just like looks down, just son of a bitch.
Does that
These
affect,
creatures are rather resilient.
does that affect creatures or creatures you choose?
Creatures
I'm trying to be frightened by everyone.
Creatures I choose.
All right, just checking.
Yes.
Okay. Azaka is going to carefully try and also slice at these ones on you, but you have Shield of Faith, so have a lower chance of getting hit by her. So
My AC is 21.
all right. Well, the natural 1 is going to miss both of you, but the 22 is going to hit you. So you take 3 damage. As we're just slowly trying to chop at these things on you, but unfortunately, they are quite resilient to these attacks.
Good swing! Ow!
You have great form. Hold still, damn it. Baz.
Baz is gonna drop his short bow where he is, and still hidden, draw his scary combat knife and his weird like butterfly knife type thing.
Yeah.
And come running into the fray. First one at advantage, and he's going to try and pick off these centipedes on Tesh without stabbing him too much. Yes, indeed. That's going to be a 19.
Cool. That will hit them and miss your buddy Tesh.
That's good.
So you can use your sneak attack on this to do buko damage.
I sure would like to. That's going to be 9 piercing damage and then 10 sneak attack.
Perfect.
Do I need to roll a second attack?
You do not.
Okay.
As you, being much more precise and dexterous, are able to just skewer 1 or 2 off of him and like flick him off, and the swarm dissipates. Imagine
he even slaps one off his shoulder and then slices it in midair.
Nice, yeah. So after these swarms had descended down on you, you were still amongst a pit of insects, but it seems that their main fighting force, as it were, has been decimated. And you are. Go ahead.
No, just like Tesh, just like excellent form, like congratulatory to Bat.
Thanks. And he's gonna look around and hear the skittering of the rest of the centipedes. And he's got be right back, and he's gonna run back and grab his short bow and then hightail it out of there.
Awesome.
Teshvael, you look so injured.
I'll be fine. Merely superficial.
Hassan, can you help him, please?
Don't. It's fine. It's really okay.
She takes your face in her hands and she just says, you got hit really hard. I want to make sure you're going to be okay. I can't lose another friend on this trip.
Oh, you won't lose me. I'll always be here.
Not emotionally in my heart, but here physically.
I don't want to sound impatient, but there are still centipedes out here.
Yeah,
oh shit, let's go!
Many centipedes.
You heal. Wait.
What?
18 points of healing to you.
Bravo.
You skitter out of this this crevasse, this ditch, as it were, and depart where all these insects are still skittering around. Do you want to take a short rest somewhere nearby, or tally on forth?
If we're already going to be getting there at nightfall,
you can afford to take short rests.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you find a nice little space to sit down amongst some trees and take a short rest. Not soon after. Short rests are technically an hour, and I'm going to stick to that technicality. So an hour later, you set forth again. The trees again are kind of crowding around you, a thick canopy above that is constantly dripping water on you. And as you are walking, I need everyone to make actually no, not everyone. I need Tesh to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's an interesting thing to make. Natural 20.
Perfect. All right. So you are walking by, and actually because of that, the underbrush is pretty thick here, really thick. You're having to step over a little bit of foliage, and Tesh, you step past this really thick piece of foliage, whereas Azaka walks through it, and the leaves and everything bind just snap shut around her. Oh, that will miss though, so she will nimbly dodge out of the way, and now this thing's vines are out grasping, so we're going to roll initiative again.
Are they grasping, Tyler? Is that what they're doing?
They're grasping.
Firmly
Fucking-
grasping.
5.
Fiver. Okay.
14.
7.
Ooh. Baz.
19. So not terrible.
What's up?
Facebook looks different and I don't like it.
Yeah,
Oh.
they did. They changed it for some reason.
That's fun. This stream not sponsored by Facebook.
Doesn't want to be. It's bad money.
Oh no, it's like it wants to be Twitter.
Ooh. At the top of the round, this same plant with malice in its heart is still going to try and pull in what's her face, Azaka, and still fail. As it is your turn, there is one plant, it seems, grasping at Azaka.
Okay, and it has already gone. Or am I at the top of the round?
It has already gone. It rolled a
boo.
nat 20 on initiative.
Oh, good. Oh, good for you. But I'm still hidden, so I still get advantage.
You do, and it is back up to you.
That's 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm using a short bow, by the way. More numbers that I can't keep straight. No. Yes. 11
piercing.
11 piercing damage, and here comes the sneak attack.
Cool.
Ooh, 12. Max
12.
damage.
Nice. And it has no resistances.
And then I hide. Natural 20.
All right.
What the fuck? Is that the third one tonight?
Beautiful.
Yes. No, that's
Because
because RJ had a natural 20. You had a natural 20. I had a natural 20.
I had a natural 20.
So we've had 5.
At least.
RinRin had a natural
Yeah.
20 too.
So
What
we
the
had
fuck?
5.
Where are
Yeah.
they coming from?
It's a lucky night. Quick,
Um,
everyone, buy lottery tickets.
You gotta hope. You gotta hope that it's gonna be lucky.
I'm gonna empty my bank account on lottery tickets and see where that leads me.
Yeah, it's like turnips. Hassan,
Hey,
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
my best stat. Dirty 20.
Okay. It is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna toll the dead. Wisdom save 13.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's
It is not wise, but it passes.
long.
Bong.
Bonus action. He brings up his cane again, and it turns into the flaming scimitar.
Okay. Flame blade.
Flame blade.
He's a very funly themed character.
Funly themed.
Those are both words. Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Cool. RinRin, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's concerning.
Six.
6. All right. It is your turn. And you are compelled to use all of your movement to run past where everyone's standing to a location in the plants about 20 feet away. And as you do so, vines and plants start grasping at you.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, luckily an 8 misses.
Mm-hmm.
And you are standing 20 feet away from everyone. And luckily that thing's turn isn't until next round.
Solid.
You can see there's a lot of foliage here.
Yeah.
But only the one that was attacking Azaka was moving around, and now it seems there's another one between you and the rest of the party also moving around trying to grasp at people.
Solid.
And it is this one's turn. So Tesh, I'm going to need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Yes.
That's another natural 20.
Perfect.
don't worry. Tomorrow's gonna be fun.
I have a
yes.
question. Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay, just check.
It doesn't say charm specifically. There is now that you are like noticing, there's a lot of pollen, like poofs of pollen being released into the air.
Is this a magical effect, by the way?
No, it's a natural ability. Oh, RinRin, at the end of your turn, repeat your saving throw.
12.
All right, you're good.
Oh boy.
Tesh, it is your turn. There are 2 creatures, it seems.
Oh,
Maybe more.
casting another shield of faith.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stab the one that's closest to me.
Yep, there is the one directly in front of you that was trying to grab at Azaka.
That it's a modified 20.
Okay, perfect. That hits.
For 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Vines whipping around frantically trying to find something to grasp.
Yes.
And you're just stabbing into the plant matter. Finally, Baz, you are hidden. So it's going to be Tesh again for
Plants don't have eyes.
does have tremor sense.
I think it would see me.
It could, but instead, Tesh is actually next to this one. This is the one that RinRin ran past, and it's flailing about. And Tesh, you are close enough that it is going to try and grab you with your Shield of Faith up. Ooh. But a 21 matches in it.
I will use my reaction to defensively duel that away.
Beautiful. I love it. You're just like knocking vines out of the air as they try to wrap
I make
around
a
you.
sweet Z shape. He doesn't know what it means, but like he feels it in his bones.
Fantastic. Azaka is going to stab at this one that's been trying to grab her for one of those to hit. And then this one is going to try and eat her again. And a 11 doesn't hit. Baz.
RinRin like went running off. Right?
Yeah, so she's very separated from the group right now.
Right. Is there anything
Looking
that's-
around, just like confused about why she ran all the way over here.
Her eyes are probably all dilated, like. Poof. Is there anything that seemed to be threatening her?
There is one that was just attacking Tesh in the middle, but that's the only one that you can see.
All right, I will attack that one then. But I will keep an eye on RinRin. I'm hidden.
You are hidden.
It's gonna be a 25
To hit?
to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be 8 piercing damage
8. Alright.
with 7 sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And then I will move closer to RinRin and try to hide again. That's gonna be an 18.
Okay. As you are moving closer to RinRin, some plants are going to jump to action and try and grab you. For a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Oh, yep, that'll definitely hit.
You are engulfed.
Ah!
So like you saw RinRin run over there, and since you're kind of like adjacent to the party, you're like, I need to get over there. So you pop out of the bush. You use your short bow, right? You said, and then sprint one direction, and as you sprint, just thump, and you are engulfed, even in a planty mess.
Is it like a Venus flytrap?
Essentially, yeah. You are blinded and restrained, and you will be taking acid damage at the start of your turn.
Oh God! Please help.
Don't worry, you have total cover from any attacks.
Oh, that's good.
That's great. That was your turn. This one is pretty. Hassan. You just saw one RinRin run across the field, and then Baz get engulfed. You are still standing near one that's trying to eat Azaka.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll provoke an attack from this thing to
Okay.
get to the one that's eating Baz.
Okay, 16
Meats.
meats. I'm gonna say it can't eat you on meats. And that's it. It doesn't hinder you or anything. So you go over to next to where Baz is, right?
And I'm gonna slash at it with my flaming scimitar.
Scimitar.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. So once, do it a little faster. Twice. 22 points of fire damage.
Nice. Your flaming scimitar cuts through these vines and leafy material, trying to get to Baz, who is consumed. Anything else in your turn, sir?
He, no, that's it. He's just gonna slash at it, turn.
Cool. Before RinRin goes, the plant underneath you is going to try and slam shut and miss. You walked across the field, got slapped out with some vines, stood there and thought, "What am I doing here?" And then start to feel the plant mass beneath you start to close and nimbly dodge out of the way. It is your turn.
Anything, Hassan would have looked over at RinRin, his eyes narrowing. RinRin, come here.
Okay.
Okay.
It is your turn, RinRin.
Boy, if cats could blush, she is going to maneuver her way over to Hassan. Did I see, you said Baz got consumed?
Yep.
Did I see that?
Yep.
Okay, and he's near Hassan.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to attack that plant.
Cool.
Please and thank you.
Roll it.
Rolling it. Fucking. Does a 12 hit?
It matches.
Great. That's 8 damage total.
Okay.
You're not gonna give yourself advantage in flurry?
You could.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Come on, tonight's the night to roll 20s.
I guess. I'm either rolling 20s or like 6s, so I rolled an 8 and a 4, so just so you know. If a 12 hits, then 14 hits.
14 does hit. Go ahead, roll your damage.
Woo, 5.
All right. That's better, actually, than before. You are both trying to punch at and slash at this thing that has consumed Baz. This one's not going to do anything on its turn because it has eaten you. It can only engulf one creature at a time, so it's just going to sit there. Tesh, you have 2 viney, planty masses.
But
on either
one
side
of them ate my friend?
And one of them away from you has eaten your friend.
Oh.
That one's about 10 feet from you.
I'm going to... Azaka is clearly the stronger choice here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over and try and slash out at the one that ate Azaka.
All right. Azaka has not been consumed yet. Right? Yeah. No, that one kept missing.
Okay,
So
wait. So 2 of my friends are eaten or just the one?
just Baz.
Oh, then I'm gonna go over and free Baz. I thought that it was a choice between the two, but if it's not, then yeah, I'll free my friend, or at least try to.
Oh, now you know who you choose.
It's good to know where I land on the priority.
You don't know this jungle.
If you move to help free Baz, you will incur a attack of opportunity.
Okay.
A single one. And it's a nat 1, so you're fine.
I also rolled a nat 1 to try and free Baz, so
And this is where the luck turns.
do with that as you will.
No worries. I just a bog standard miss, as there's a lot of movement here. Everyone's converged on where Baz is, trying to stab at this thing. The way you moved, you still are keeping your back to one of the plant masses, and this one is also going to try and attack you, Tesh. A 16 does not hit.
No.
Azaka, you are going to try and kill this one in front of you. Let's see. Miss, but a hit. So, big deal. Amount of damage. She's slicing away at the first man trap. That's what they're called, man traps. Top of the round is that one. He's going to try and eat her. It fails. No, wait. It fails. Baz, you are inside a plant.
Sure
You
am.
take 5, 6, 10, 14 acid damage.
Ooh, ow. Mm.
You are
Ooh.
blinded and restrained.
Yeah, I am. Okay, well, being restrained means that I have disadvantage on attack rolls and I have no movement. So, I'm going to actually attack. I let go of my short bow, reach around, grab my daggers, and I'm just going to, or my reflavored short swords. I'm going to try and Wolverine my way out of this thing.
Good plan.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
9 probably doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, but I have a second attack.
Yep.
How's about... That's a much better roll. How's about a 21?
Yep, that hits. Go ahead, roll
Alright.
your damage.
That's going to be 3 piercing damage, and then I'm going to throw my sneak attack on here because I've got friends that are adjacent.
Do you get sneak attack on disadvantage?
I don't. Never mind. It wasn't going to be very good anyway.
That's okay.
So you guys see like the butterfly knife machete type thing just stick out through one of the cracks and start like trying to pry its way out frantically.
Good. Hassan.
I'm attacking this thing that has Baz inside of it. Is it
Yep.
still glitter dusted, by the way?
Is it still what?
Glitter dusted. Or, fairy fired, sorry.
No, we didn't do fairy fire this time. We did those on the insects.
Ah, well, my brain. 19 and 5 is 24.
Cool. Hits.
Max, 18.
Oh, yeah. All right. With your flame blade, right? Your flame scimitar, quarterstaff. How do you free Baz from this thing's clutches?
Probably like vines are whipping around him as he like casually strolls up to it, shoves the scimitar inside and drags it along as he's walking towards where Azaka is, pulls it out, and Baz spills out.
Yeah. He is covered in green planty goop.
Hissing, probably.
Yeah. Cool. This one doesn't have anybody near it, so RinRin.
Is okay, so there's one with nobody near it. The one Asaka's fighting, is that one dead?
No. So that one's Azaka has been going at it. She's been, chopping off vines and they've been falling to the ground, but it's still squirming. There's one behind Tesh, and then there's one all alone. that is actually on its turn. You see it just like lay back down.
Is the one close to Tesh close enough that he's going to get hit with it?
Yeah, it's been trying to attack him.
Okay, I will move in front of Tesh and pull out my quarterstaff and start attacking this thing.
Heck yeah.
Heck yes. It's a 15.
Nice hits.
And then I kick her. That's 7 damage.
All right.
And I'm like, huzzah!
Okay. This one is dead, so it is Tesh. The one that had consumed Baz is dead. There is one behind you and one to the side of you that Azaka has been taken care of.
Can they move at all?
Nope.
He just kind of like takes a couple steps back and lets his party members know. Let's stop fucking with these things.
Yeah, in fact, you saw the one that RinRin had originally stood on just laid back down and is at this point indistinguishable from the rest of the foliage. You don't know where it begins or where the plants are naturally.
Truly, we just need a 10-foot pole.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to just move back. I just don't want to get pulled
We all
in.
just disengage, back up. Everything's going to be fine.
So you disengage and back up?
Yes.
Perfect.
Get
Can't
out
do
of
that
this.
while you guys are in the way.
Yeah, just take a couple steps back. Like, I don't want to get eaten by plants. You don't want to get eaten by plants. It's all just like,
Yeah,
Plants
let's all
don't
just
like it.
back up, bro.
make
Alright.
sure we don't get fucking eaten, and we'll be good.
Awesome. Tesh does that. Anything for your bonus action?
No. Maintain Shield of Faith.
Perfect. So Tesh backed up from this one. However, RinRin did walk up to it, so it is going to try and eat her. For a 22 to hit.
That hits.
So Tesh steps back, and you looking at him, agreeing, get a vine wrap around your leg and just yanks you, and you are engulfed. Womp womp. Azaka.
Do I take damage?
Not yet. At the beginning of your turn. Okay, perfect. Azaka cleanly cuts through the one that she had been fighting this whole time. Looks over, sees you get engulfed, and then moves over to next to you and tries to cut at it, dealing some damage. And at the top of the round, that one's dead. It is Baz. You are, I'm going to say, you start your turn prone from being eaten.
That's fair. Can I get to the man trap that has RinRin?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Baz is going to gonna scramble to his feet, still dripping with goo. Those short swords and like death grips in his hands, and he's gonna stagger towards that and try and do something about it.
Do it.
No advantage, but just a song in his heart and a go-get-him attitude.
And you have friends next to it.
He does have friends next to it. That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So short sword damage is gonna be a number. I think it's 6. I think it's 6. It's 6. So 6 piercing damage along with some sneak attack, which is gonna be 9.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack again with the offhand. That's going to be 25.
Perfect.
And that will do 3 piercing damage.
Exactly lethal.
Oof.
So go ahead, explain how you now, after being rescued, rescue RinRin.
I think that he's going to run up to it and just swing really low to just chop it away from its roots. And as it falls over, he takes the other one and just jams it into what the where 2 leaves meet up in the cracks, and just slides it open like it's a pea pod, and then
You saved me.
Yeah, likewise. He's gonna like just like adjusting his slimy sunglasses.
RinRin tackle hugs him.
Ah!
Awesome. And as you like pounce from the ground to tackle hug him, Azaka is going to grab his collar and pull both of you back away from where this mass of foliage is, and say, the man traps, they lie in wait. We should be more careful for them next time.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I just started walking away and I didn't mean to. Did they do that?
Yes, their pollen has been known to confuse people.
They're like sirens of the jungle.
That's exactly what they are.
Hassan puts out his cane, sticks under an arm, and tries to find like a pollen sac on the dead man trap.
Absolutely, yeah. The one that you had killed that had Baz in it is far enough, like it's on the edge of this grouping. So you start cutting at it. Give me a nature check.
16.
16. Yeah, absolutely. And you are able to, with your kind of experience in anatomy, figure out where this pollen sac would be. It is expended, though.
Oh, hey, look, my short bow's in there.
Yeah, it seems like all of these things had poofed out, and they probably regrow more pollen throughout the day.
Well,
Like chickens.
What?
Sorry. Chickens grow an egg a day. Can you imagine having something growing inside of you that size? Sometimes they do it twice a day.
Interesting.
I prefer not to.
From there, you are able to distance yourself from these how you say, man traps, and continue on through the jungle. The sun is beginning to set, and I'm going to say at this point, there is a break in the trees. You're up on like an elevated hill somewhere. And you look out into a river valley. The sun behind you, just kind of painting the jungle in multiple different colors. And among this river valley is a pillar of stone rising solitarily, at least a couple 100 feet into the air, and on the top of it, kind of brushing against some clouds that are rolling over the valley, is a stone building, and a bright orange flame is burning brightly on it. And you can see swirling around the tip of this pillar of stone are several large winged creatures, just circling above it, taking off and landing on the precipice. And Azaka will say, "That is Firefinger." And from your position, it's still going to be a day's journey till you're even able to get to it. But you are able to take a long rest here. And I think we should go into our break there before you continue on to Firefinger.
Sounds good to me. So we are heading into our break, as Tyler said, but we are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it is to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, pick yourself up something nice, unless, of course, you want to head to that drive-through RPG link that I posted earlier in today's session. It's a good time. There's all sorts of fun stuff that you can find there at the Shelter in Play bundle. Getting it together while I speak. Boom, there it goes. So we are going to try and be back shortly, so don't go no place. All right, everybody. See you soon. And we're back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our return. I was going to do the whole opening again. There's no reason to. We're back. What's up? Take us away.
It's a long night. And you guys don't have a long night. You have a long rest after the encounter with the man traps and insects. And I got swallowed, spit down the wrong pipe. It is a new day. It's going to take you all day to get to the base of Firefinger, and you will be able to assault that at night, which is the preferred method. Is that what you guys want to do?
So tell me about these terror folk. Do they speak common or do they squawk at you?
They speak common, yes, but don't have anything good to say.
You're saying they can't be reasoned with?
If they can, I've never seen one be reasoned with.
RinRin like raises her hand. What are we here again? What are we doing?
To get back Izaka's mask.
Yes. A family heirloom of mine.
Right. Do you know where it is in there?
I do not. I'm assuming at the top.
So maybe stealth mission?
This seems like the best way to do this.
Right. That's you and me, Baz.
What? Doing what?
Going in there to try to find it.
I'm not as good at climbing it as you, but
I can
try.
be rather stealthy myself, mind you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I can be completely invisible should I so choose.
That would be
Really?
very useful.
Yes.
Can you be inaudible?
I can do my best to maintain a quietness in my voice.
You do a good job. You have a nice voice.
Oh, I thank you, RinRin. You're a delight.
Wasn't necessarily talking about your voice. And he's gonna like kind of bop him in the chest and make his chainmail jingle.
Well, that's what being completely invisible would take care of. They might think it was rain, tut-tut.
They're not the brightest creatures either.
He just kind of like
I can
Looks him
only
up
be
and-
invisible for an hour.
Oh, like a spell. Okay.
Yes.
looks him up and down. He's just kind of like walking around and appraising his stealth abilities.
Do you
from the
like
look of
what you
him.
see?
Indiscernible expression behind the sunglasses. Completely blank.
I assure you, even if I am to get captured, we were told that their favorite method of killing someone was dropping them. And, well, we are still under the blessing of the wonderful snake woman that we met. Nabaza, I believe her name was.
Baz gets out a little day planner, and he kind of he writes centipedes, fuck off plants onto today, and he circles the next the 2 following days. And he says, "Tesh, yours wears off tomorrow."
Well, it's a good thing we're going after them tonight.
Tomorrow night.
What day are we? What day is it? Is it the next day?
It is the next morning.
Oh, well then let me just hit my long rest button real quick.
Yep, make sure you hit
okay,
that
double
long rest
digits
button.
feels real good.
Tesh, you received your blessing sometime at night. So,
Worst case scenario, I fall. Best case scenario, I gently glide to a proper steady landing. And that one, Kyber's blessing upon us, I think would be the one that would happen to me. And I can also heal myself pretty significantly, so there's that in case anything ends up going awry.
There is all of those things. Well, I don't see any problems here.
None.
I'm assuming this conversation is happening as you are trudging through the jungle.
Yes.
On your way to Firefinger. The sight you got of it the previous evening.
Today's stealth was another natural 20.
Hot damn. He's a stealthy boy. The sunlight that had so nicely illuminated it the night before or the evening before is no more, as a thick cloud layer has rolled in, and you are descending again into this dense part of the jungle. But as the day progresses, it seems to lighten up a little bit until you get to the river Tiriki, one of the rivers that originates out of Port Nyansaru. It is here in the late afternoon that you actually at this point it is evening even. You are able to get to the river, cross it, and approach Firefinger. As you cross the river, near the base of Firefinger, you see this tall looming spire of rock. It is there seems to be small caves and ledges, kind of going up the sides with frail-looking ladders hanging down from the ledges, which you assume is a way that you could begin climbing this. You cross the river, and as you are approaching, you spy a body lying in the mud face down. And upon inspection, you see that it suffered a great fall. And looking around, there are actually a lot of these bodies just lying in separate places, some even in tree limbs, hanging. It looks like they've been stripped of most of their gear. But everyone roll me a flat d20.
Ten.
5.
18.
Just a flat D20, 16.
Cool. Although it seems like most of these people of various races, different styles of clothing, some Order of the Gauntlet, some Flaming Fist, some just probably some adventurers like you lying about. They've been stripped of most of their gear, but a few of you are actually able to find a few things on them should you so choose to go rummaging around. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, you rolled the 10, Mr. Hassan?
Yes.
One of them, you catch the glint of ivory, and there's an ivory smoking pipe on one of them. RinRin, you actually find in like a small satchel a potion that somehow didn't shatter during the fall, and I think you actually might be familiar with this. It's a potion of animal friendship.
Okay.
Baz, you spot someone who looks like they were outfitted with like some form of gunslinger, and amongst their rotting satchel, they've probably been lying here a little bit. You're able to find 7 silvered bullets.
Silvered bullets?
Mm-hmm.
He tucks those away and tries to make sure that Azaka doesn't see.
Okay. Nice. That's let's see if she does see.
She might be offended.
She might be. She doesn't see. In fact, as you guys are approaching, she's not even really paying attention to the bodies on the ground. She's just looking up warily at this this looming pillar of stone. And then Tesh, on a more finely dressed person, though their clothes are tattered and ripped, you find an interesting item. And as a semi-spellcaster yourself, I think you're able to notice something magic when you see it. It is a wand.
Ooh. A wand.
And
what, I wonder?
I will let someone who with Arcana try and figure that out.
Not I, said the wolf.
But yes, it is a wand of some sort. Could be useful at some point.
Wand of some sort. That's my favorite wand.
Yes, a wand of some sort. Oop.
Oh. Time to shuffle.
What happened?
I
No,
tried to
we're still
unmute
in
myself
place.
and I hit
Alright.
the video button instead.
Womp womp.
Oops. Anyway, a wand of some sort will sort your shit for you, but only some of it.
Nice.
I got a 16.
Cool. Yeah, Tesh, I'm assuming you bring this over to
Oh, yeah.
your good buddy Hassan. It is a wand of secrets.
Interesting.
Yeah. I believe it allows you to expend charges to point at hidden doors. I think.
That'll do you in a very tough spot inside of in any of the numerous tombs and monuments around here. Points out secret doors.
It will do us a service, Hassan, not just me.
Anything else magical but just the wand and the potion?
Yeah. And again, there are a lot of bodies lying out here. It's it's like a battlefield, except they've all been stripped mostly of their gear. And these are the things that catch your eyes collectively. And the closer you get to the base of Firefinger, it begins to rain. And it's raining actually kind of hard. The sun has set and it is dark out. And at the base, Azaka looks up, and then I think Hassan, you're standing next to her, and she takes the bag of money that you gave her at the beginning, and hands it to you, and says, "Thank you for agreeing to do this. And I'm afraid this will be difficult for me. You see, I'm no fan of heights. But with you all by my side, maybe I can do this."
Just a pat on her shoulder.
RinRin is starry-eyed looking over her shoulder like, we can totally do this.
She just nods solemnly, kind of like takes a big gulp. With the rainfall and the nightfall, the creatures that you had seen circling above it seem to have tucked themselves away, and you are standing at the base of Firefinger. There is a ladder leading, it seems, 60 feet up the side, this sheer face, to a ledge 60 feet above you.
They're probably expecting us to use that, aren't they?
Do you want me to climb up the side of it? I
I
can be
don't-
very stealthy.
I don't think the Terra folk think much of the caves on the lower levels. They wouldn't need to use them.
Well, let me go ahead because I am faster than you guys.
Do the caves possibly lead upward in any way?
Do the caves possibly have anything else besides the Terra folk?
Things we could possibly recruit as allies.
I have never been here before, so I couldn't say.
That's fair.
Fortune favors the bold, as they say.
What's the sunlight situation here? It's night, right?
Yep.
It is now night.
Hell yeah.
I think maybe even like an hour or two into the night. Baz slinking somewhere super, super hidden.
All right, let me go ahead and I'll scout it out and I'll signal you guys to come up.
We await your signal. What will
I
it
will-
be?
I'll make this sound like an owl. Do you know what an owl is?
Who?
Of course I know what an owl is, but for everyone who might not, you should maybe make the noise.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, yes, an owl. Of course I've heard one of those before.
I don't know if that's an owl sound, but that's what it is.
If
Depends
it's
on what kind
safe,
of owl.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like an owl to me.
Who
All right,
twice like a barn owl?
I'm gonna climb up stealthily.
Awesome. Everyone, go ahead. Roll me a blanket stealth check.
I'm going to use my
Cover.
racial ability to invisibility myself, so I can
Okay.
roll it regular instead of disadvantage.
Instead of disadvantage.
19.
The stealthiest.
Oof. He disappears.
Like I said, I can remove all.
He's just gone. 17.
16.
Danae, you already rolled yours for today, and what
Oh.
was yours, RinRin?
16.
16. Okay. Nat 20, 19, another nat 20. Awesome. Oh yeah, she's good. You have a climb speed, yes?
Yes, it's 30.
Are you using the ladder, or are you just climbing up the sheer side of this
I mean, I'll use the ladder if I think I'm being stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a dex check. Let me
Acrobatics.
acrobatics.
I have not been having luck rolling like at all. That's a 10.
Okay. It seems the ladder's kind of rickety, but you're able to like it has rarely been used. It's from an age long past.
Yeah.
You are able to climb up and up 60 feet now above the trees. Even the rain is kind of like falling all around you. You are at the mouth of a cave. And inside this cave, it seems naturally formed. There's water running from where you're at down into what looks like a pretty deep pit in the center, and then on the other side of this cave, there seems to be a natural chimney that water is also pouring through.
All right. I'm going to. There's nothing on this ledge besides that? No people?
No, yeah, this ledge is just into this cave.
Yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be any movement in here.
Okay, I'm going to sneak forward, smelling my way.
All right, go ahead, roll a perception check. Let me just make sure.
17.
All right. You sneak forward sniffing, and you get a smell. I don't know how to describe the smell, but it is a very spidery smell.
Ugh.
You probably also like spot a cocooned, maybe like small creature inside this pit. So that's probably the stench you get of something that has been wrapped up.
Yeah, nothing in the immediate area though besides that, no movement.
No.
Okay.
But you actually, yeah, you did pass, so you don't see the spiders themselves, but you can definitely see little burrows in the side in that pit where all the water is filling into. You can see little burrows where a not little spider might leave out of if disturbed.
Cool. I'm gonna lean over the edge. I'm gonna crawl back to the edge and lean over and give the signal.
Go ahead. Give the signal.
Woo! Woo!
Perfect.
Thanks.
10 out of 10, what every owl sounds like.
And
It's the
as
signal.
As I see them climbing up, I'm going to say, "Be very careful. The ladder's not very good, and there's spiders up here."
As you go last.
I'm already on the ladder.
Cool. Go ahead, roll me. I lied about it being an acrobatics check, but I'm going to let you guys choose between either athletics or acrobatics to fly this.
Acrobatics. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a check, my friend.
Or I guess actually athletics. Sorry. Either way works. So you know how I've rolled 2 nat 20s?
Yeah.
Rolled one.
RJ has it right. Destiny ate my ass. What's up?
Okay.
Destiny got to before I did.
What is your
I'm invisible,
Mhm.
if that helps.
It doesn't. You begin climbing. I'm going to say you only get like 20 feet up when you put your foot on a rung, and just that rung of the ladder snaps completely. And you plummet 20 feet, but with your feather fall, just float down, and no one sees this. They just hear the snap of a rung.
I think that rung falls down and smacks Baz on the head.
Yeah.
Ow.
I try for it again while they're still talking.
The other three, Azaka, Baz, and Hassan, you don't see your good friend Teshvael. What are you doing? Who is attempting the ladder first?
I'll try it.
Okay.
I got a 19.
All right. Unbeknownst to you where how you say Tesh is, I think you start climbing about the same time as he's falling. So you're climbing up, and he's just floating past down you. You don't see him, but you are able to climb to the first ledge, 60 feet up. Meanwhile, Azaka is looking up and down at Baz, and then up, and just after you.
If you even say.
Also, Stephen, roll your check again, please.
Yata.
13.
Okay.
13.
Okay. So you both climb up this rickety ladder, and below you, it seems like Azaka actually is having a little bit of hesitation. And in fact, you even hear a rung snap again, but she holds on and continues her climb, and you are all at the mouth of the first cave.
There are spider holes, so we have to be very careful. Where's Teshvael?
I will be as stealthy as I possibly can going into this mission.
You think you can
My
whisper?
destiny.
I attempt to grab him and put my hand over his mouth.
do you let
Shh, shh, shh. I put his face close to mine. Shh, 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 shh.
Uppity nobles think they can turn themselves invisible and just be stealth
What?
masters.
I removed my hand from his mouth.
Your breath smells wonderful.
Oh, thank you. All right, wait, shh, but shh, very shh.
Also, I think when Azaka does get up to this level, she on all fours crawls into the mouth of the cave at least 10 feet in,
Funny.
just keeping 4 points of contact with the ground at all times.
Nice in the courtyard.
It's all right. All right. Where is Baz?
I'm over here.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Do you want to go first? I'll be right
Yeah,
behind you.
Yeah, give me let me have a look here. I'm gonna see if I can look at these burrows and determine what kind of spiders these are.
Okay, absolutely. They're wolf spiders.
Ah.
which our giant wolf spiders are not as deadly as,
Right.
say, regular giant spiders.
Not as quote unquote giant as giant spiders.
Yeah.
And I don't think they can spit web.
They cannot
No.
spit web.
Okay. Alright, these are smaller spiders than what we went after last time. If we all stay very stealthy, they might not see us or detect us or bother us at all. But we're all going to have to be very quiet.
I can totally do this.
Pointed stare at the empty space that is Teshvael. Alright, Baz will lead the way.
The natural chimney on the other side of this cave, it seems that the only way to get to it is to pass either over or through this hole in the cave that has the spiders in it. The shortest gap between where you need to go is 15 feet.
Stealthy movements.
Okay. And you are climbing down into the pit, or it's either climb down into the pit or
Either
jump.
a climb or a jump.
Yeah.
I feel like a jump is going to be very loud if it fails. Baz would climb down.
Okay. Cool. Roll me stealth again, everybody, to do this.
$13.
14.
23.
14, I think. Just a second. Yeah, 14.
Cool. Azaka gets a 9 total. As she on all fours walks towards the edge and I guess just misses a step and tumbles into the hole, what do you even call this? Pit. Thank you. This pit splashing into the water below, and you see a couple spiders stick their heads out of the holes in the wall. Roll initiative.
Shit. Fuck.
I'd say since Baz was leading the way, you're on the other side at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 3 will be down in the middle in the pit itself. 4 total.
No, 22.
I got a 22 as well.
Which one of you is faster?
I think he is.
I have
he
a
is.
+3.
Yeah.
RinRin.
19.
Okay. Baz.
That's going to be a 10 for me, dog.
Sorry, I got bad maths. 21.
Okay.
So Tesha's first.
10. Azaka, why couldn't you just roll above a 2?
She's still thinking about how high up in the air she is.
She hates it, guys. I hope you know how much she hates this. But with the power of friendship, she's going to get through. Tesh, Azaka tumbles down into the pit next to you with a big splash. And you see 4 big wolf spiders skitter out of their holes looking at you.
Can I tell everyone to hold for a moment? I want to try something.
Tesh is going to look at all of the wolf spiders, and he's going to need them to make wisdom saves.
Okay. Well, for all of them.
Channel divinity.
Are you frightening presence?
Yes. Conquering presence.
Conquering presence. What's the save?
The save is 13.
Okay.
Or 12, sorry.
Okay. 2 of them make it. And 2 fail. So they are frightened of you.
Okay. Tesh will say, "Your patron deity is but a child of mine. Do you understand what that makes you?" And that's it.
I don't think they do. I don't think they understand. But
Only 2
they
do.
understand to be scary.
Yeah.
To be scared. All right.
And
Hassan.
then
Oh, no.
he
Tesh.
will bow and shield of faith himself.
Of course you will. Hassan.
Hassan's going to spin his cane and cast Speak with Animals on himself.
Okay.
And he'll walk up to one of the spiders and squat down and look it in the eyes. We don't want any trouble here, but we could stand to make a deal that benefits all of us.
These things are really dumb. Can you communicate with something with a intelligence of 3?
Yeah. It's an animal friendship that has the intelligence
of 4 thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check.
That plus 4. 22.
Okay. Well, not going to say there's like recognition in its eyes, but it does kind of not immediately go for your throat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it understands what a deal is, but it might understand that attacking you would be a bit more for it to chew than it would like. Anything else on your turn?
That's it. He's just there staring down the spider.
He's staring down a spider. RinRin, you will go before them. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go help Azaka up.
Okay. She will thank you very much for that.
And use my action to dodge.
Okay.
See what's going down.
Cool. I will say that on their turn, they skitter back into their holes, into their warrens. Especially the ones that were frightened of Tesh. And that's the combat missed. Skipped, even. You were standing in, like, knee-deep water in this pit. Baz is on the other side already.
Why don't you guys go up?
Is there an exit to this pit?
You just have to climb up the other side where the cave to the natural chimney is, and you can all go over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Baz has just got his hand, or his face in his hand, and his short bow in the other hand. He's just like making friends.
I'll go last. You guys climb up first.
One could always use more meat shields, Basil. And he'll knock on the side of the warren to get the attention of a spider.
Okay.
Animal friendship's up for another 10 minutes.
All right. Skitters up. It's speak with animals, right? Not animal friendship.
It's a speak with animals, so they can communicate with me.
Yeah. I don't think it can speak with.
Gives you the ability to speak to and understand beasts.
Are you gonna horse whisper this spider?
You're gonna horse whisper it?
No, I'm gonna do what every DM hates. What's its name?
Its name is Walks on Webs. And all of their names are Walks on Webs.
That's really cool.
It's really fucking cool.
Yes. It asks you. Is RJ frozen? Is this it?
Oh God, it's 9.
No,
On the dot.
Wow.
Exactly 9 o'clock.
Okay, hold on. I can do this.
All right, kitten intermission.
Okay, so explanation for the folks at home. RJ's internet company is going down for maintenance tonight, and we were hoping that it wouldn't happen during the stream, but lo and behold,
on the dot.
As soon as he decided to interact with a spider, God damn it, Comcast!
Give me cuddles. The people want to see cuddles.
I don't know if it's Comcast, but I'm gonna.
I'm gonna blame them anyways
because they suck. Hey,
warmer cable. One of them. I don't know.
That is a confirmation from the RJustice.
It's all right. We're getting it figured out. Hassan, we love you. You just
He
became
wanted. He
you just
says
became friends with Walks on Webs. So
he
like,
said that he wanted to try and convince them to help us
Yeah.
fight,
boom,
and that
already
they
done.
would get a meal
Fixed. Bye-bye.
in return.
Yeah.
Do you want me to Hassan voice this?
Yeah, please do.
If you help us fight, then you can have a meal out of the deal.
That was good.
It's a steal.
It's a steal for a meal deal. They express no interest in wanting to go anywhere out of their cave. They get plenty of snacks in here.
Well, I tried.
Boo, he says.
RinRin,
Yes?
you are able to climb with ease, are you not?
Yes, I'm very good at climbing.
Well, why don't you take this rope and a piton and make an anchor point for the rest of us who aren't nearly as great as you?
I can do that.
I'm sure it will be greatly appreciated by
All right.
everyone, not just myself. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna take
Yes,
it,
would be very greatly appreciated.
and I'm going to climb up.
Okay.
Baz,
Yep.
doesn't that look like an amazing job that RinRin is doing?
What are you talking about?
Look
climbing.
at her. She's climbing. She's
Well, she's
doing
got a
the
climb
thing that we cannot, unless you can climb.
Well,
Baz
she's
is
got-
already on the other side.
She's got a climb speed, so that makes sense.
What does that
No,
even
don't do
mean?
that. Ow!
You're not
My
a blood
nose.
hunter.
But I play one. Ow!
Blood nosebleeds aren't supposed to hurt.
It's coming from my brain.
RinRin, you are able to skitter up this chimney. It kind of winds and bends
Mhm.
up 90 feet to when you get to the top, you are still a stealthy person into another cave. Water is trickling down through this as well.
All right, I'll give it a good look up here.
Okay. This is kind of more of a claustrophobic area. You can see that where this pops out, it's kind of at lower ceilings, and it goes south, and then there's a bend. There's a two-way intersection, or I guess a three-way, north and south. And out the south, you can see the roiling clouds, the rainfall, and the streaks of lightning.
That's ominous.
And then to the north is another small cave, but this one has a little bit higher ceiling. And there is actually a body laying at the far side of that cave.
Oh, that's not good. I'll tie off the rope
Okay.
on something.
I mean, you got a piton, so you can just kind of like hammer it into the wall.
I do so stealthily.
Yes, of course. And toss the rope down, or I guess you only took one end of the rope up, so you kind of like tug it to let them know that it's good for them to climb.
Yeah.
Tesh, you've still been invisible this whole time. In fact, you were invisible for the spiders, so they just heard.
I wouldn't have been because I cast a spell as a bonus action.
Oh, so that removed your invisibility?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, no worries. The rope is jiggling, meaning you can climb. And what's the order that you guys go up? Tesh, Hassan, Baz, Azaka. and you are able to do so easily with the assistance of this rope.
Yay!
So at the top, RinRin, you're just kind of waiting for them to emerge. You are all in this cave at the top of the chimney, of this natural chimney. It does seem like there is a storm outside, a thunderstorm.
Oh, excuse me. There's a body over there, and then there's the more outside that way. So, Isaka, these things took your mask, right?
Yes.
Was it them or was it like another person? Like, are we going to find it on a dead body?
It was the Terrafolk.
Okay. I guess we have to find them still. Should we look at the body?
Tesh nods.
Among there could be something useful
Roll.
on it.
Actually, don't even roll perception. This is a passive type of thing. There is a body on the far side of the cave.
Could be something useful on it.
Well, let me go first because I don't want anyone to get hurt, okay? I stealth ahead.
Cool. Go ahead, roll stealth again.
Ooh. 22.
Awesome. You sneak into this small cave. There is the body of a human explorer. He still looks like he has most of his gear on him, but he has several, not more than several, many kind of punctures all over his body, and he looks very drained of blood.
Will I recognize this, or does it seem like spider stuff?
I'd say you probably do recognize this. You've been around as Sturges. And I think at that point you look up and see the hanging bodies of several Sturges, not stirring, but hanging from the ceiling.
I look back down, like you see RinRin look up, look back straight ahead, and then just slowly back out of the room. There are Sturges in there.
Do we have to go through there? Like, is that just out of our way?
Do I know what a Sturgis is?
I don't
Not a
think you do.
Sturgis fish, but a sturge
Period.
apostrophe plural.
What? Are you familiar with the
Sturgis
monster?
is a fish. This is like a weird bat thing.
Yeah,
Do I
no,
know
it's
what one is?
Sturges. I don't think you do.
Okay.
And to answer your question, Baz, no, this is a separate from the chimney that you guys came up to. It's a three-way intersection. One just is a dead end where this body is. The other leads outside. And it doesn't look like there's any more natural chimneys in here.
We can avoid going that direction. I think we do.
Okay. Meanwhile,
I would suggest that, yes.
Azaka has her eyes straight outside. It's just like crouched down, leaned up against the wall, just staring out there with fear in her eyes.
Aka,
Yes.
it's going to be okay.
Baz is going to notice her fear, and he's going to get out some rope and tie one end to himself and the other end to Azaka if she is so willing.
She'll let him, yeah.
And he'll just kind of pat her and say, "There, now if you fall, I'll fall with you, and the feather fall should keep us from falling."
She'll look at the knot you tied and like tighten it and tie it again and tighten it, and just from this point just be like neurotically trying just get the knot as tight as possible.
Yep. Yeah, pull it too tight. You don't want to break it.
I'll grab the piton and the rope and all right, I'm going to climb up again, okay?
I believe in you.
Thank
Be
you,
careful.
Teshvael.
So the only way is out. And when you exit through this cave entrance, you see that you are pretty high up, 200 something feet at this point. No, 160 feet up. And this ledge wraps around this part of the Firefinger of the pillar. You right at the mouth of this cave, there is another ladder, but it goes down and it's in shambles. It's like has fallen apart.
We want to keep going up though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you can like peer around the corner, and there is a ladder around the corner that leads up to another cave entrance.
Okay.
But you see that cave entrance like 60 feet above you. And also you can tell there is a soft light coming from that.
All right. I'm gonna go. Sorry. I'm gonna shimmy over to the ladder.
Okay.
And climb up as stealthily as I can. I'm going to, before I do, I'm going to give Teshvael the other end of the rope.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, just in case.
Are you like tying it off to yourself, or?
I was just going to hold it, but
Okay.
I probably should tie it off, shouldn't I?
Whichever you prefer.
When someone is free facing a cliffside and mountain climbing, you often will have to just, as you go, make very short work of your pittance. Make sure you don't go too far without creating an anchor point for yourself. I might not be able to follow you, but I still believe in the work that you're capable of doing.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do that.
All right. Are the rest of you going out on the ledge and going over to where this ladder is?
I will.
Or you-
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was assuming you were already there. Baz and Azaka?
Yeah.
Okay. As Azaka goes out, she's just, flat against the wall, like just shimmying across, just looking straight out and not down. Is anyone taking any precautions with Hassan?
Yes. I think that RinRin is going to tell everyone to wait until she's all the way up.
Okay.
And then, tie themselves off, pull up, and that.
Cool. So you are over at the ladder with the rope, with that advice. You're planning on just like climbing a couple, like 10 or 20 feet, putting a pit in.
Yep.
Roll me a stealth check. And the rest of you who are at the bottom of this ladder, you can. Yes.
22.
Okay, sweet. You can tell the elements are picking up. It's raining kind of badly, and the wind is whipping, but you're able to keep your footing.
Okay.
You are stealthing up using the ladder, so go ahead and roll me your acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you prefer.
10.
10 is good. And ever so couple
I
of
have plus
feet.
6.
It's good enough. You are hammering in a piton and climbing. You get another 60 feet up. You are high above the forest floor. You peer over the ledge, and inside this cave, it goes back about 20 or 30 feet and bends. And about 10 feet back, there is a small opening, and it looks like there's might be a fire in there. Smoke is kind of drifting lazily out of that area, and you can hear some best way to describe it is like woodworking, like carving and shaving.
Mm-hmm. All right,
It's
I'll
whittling.
pull myself up, and then tug on the rope, tie it off on top,
Mhm.
and kind of like lean over the edge, so like I'm laying down but leaning over the edge so I can help people up.
Okay. What is the order that you guys are going up?
I'll go first.
All right. Using the support of the rope, you will not need to make a athletics or acrobatics check, and you can climb this ladder easily. But at the top, it's only like 10 or so feet of this ledge.
Maybe.
Maybe. There he is.
Yay!
Yay!
You can't
Sorry.
keep a good snake down.
Good job.
Woo! I was really bummed when you were gone.
Suck
It
a
was
dick.
exactly at midnight too.
Suck a dick spectrum.
Oh, that's
Spectrum,
the one.
of course. So far, you got to the second level. There was a sturge cave there that you guys didn't investigate further. Baz and Azaka have a rope tied to each other. And
Because that's going to work perfectly well.
Listen, I
He's
have
got
Featherfall
Featherfall.
on me.
how much feet are you allowing between the two of you?
4, hopefully.
How much rope do I have?
I don't know.
I'll get back to you. You guys continue, and I'll let you know when it's more appropriate and I actually know the answer.
Hassan, what precautions are you taking? After you left the ledge of the second level, it seems like the wind was whipping at you guys a little bit.
Beast-shaped wolf spider clinging to wall.
Heck yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say there's 30 feet between us because I have 50 feet of hempen rope, and we'll use like 10 feet each to tie us off.
Okay.
There's 30 feet of slack, and then we can both reach each other. It's great.
She doesn't get that far from you, though, so there's just rope dangling off the ledge.
What's that?
She doesn't get that far from you, though.
Yeah.
You stay probably like less than 10 feet apart at all times.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm waiting for her to take off and just drag him along.
How you say? RinRin just got to the next ledge. There was another rope ladder, a rickety rope ladder, but she hammered some pittons into the wall to give you guys a climbing rope. And at the top, there is a light coming from that cave. And you're a, skittery. So you probably join her up top. It is kind of crowded up there as Tesh makes it up. So we got RinRin and Tesh there, and then Hassan clinging onto the wall, and then Baz and Azaka are climbing up the ladder.
I'll keep going into the dungeon to make room for multiple people.
Okay.
Not gonna
Roll a
crowd.
stealth check.
Okay. $13.
Okay. Good. You move a little bit further in, and you can get a better view into this small alcove. And there are 4 large figures hunched over a small fire, and they are whittling away. And there's a pile of bones around them.
I don't have any sculptures I can share.
At the far end of the this cave, it takes a bend to the right. Baz and Azaka, you make it to this ledge. So Baz, Azaka, and RinRin go ahead. Actually, RinRin, you already rolled yours. Baz, Azaka, and Hassan roll stealth checks. What'd you get?
9.
Okay. Hassan?
Sorry,
Is that
my
a-
sheets. I closed my sheets down because I didn't think I was
Oh.
coming back.
Okay, I was like, is
So-
that a 1 second or is that a I rolled a 1?
No, that's a 1 moment, please.
1 moment, please.
As I get all the relative data at 17.
Okay. Baz, unfortunately, clumsily, as you get to the top, I think with Azaka tied to you, and she pulls herself on and probably like tugs on the rope a little too hard on you, and you kind of stumble and catch yourself, but you make a noise, and
Yeah.
Tesh, Tesh, at that noise, all the heads of these pterodactyl-esque creatures turn and look at you guys,
I think Tesh smiles.
and
This
they
is why
screech.
assassins are supposed to work alone.
I hiss back.
Cool. Roll initiative. In fact, I think like they screech, and at that moment, there's like the booming crash of thunder above you. Lightning illuminates the entire entrance to the cave.
How many do we see when the lightning illuminates their terrifying faces?
In this cave, there are 4.
How are you doing that? I practice at home.
That was a great episode.
Initiative.
Initiative, right?
5.
Yes. 5 for the elf.
Naughty 20.
Naughty 20. And remembering your guys' names at all times is so difficult.
We can
19.
change it on our Zoom.
We can.
I don't think that'll help. Baz.
19.
Okay. And Hassan.
19. I have
Yes.
+3 dex as a spider.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I also have 3+3 dex as a spider. What's your wisdom?
+3.
God, my wisdom's +3. What the fuck? What's your intelligence?
+4. Why are you asking me this?
Okay, you go
think-
first.
The smartest person in the party.
I'm just making Hassan go first.
Wouldn't it be a kick
Why do we
if I
have
said-
identical stats?
If I said +1? Who are
So,
you?
These
better.
these these creatures snap their heads to look at you, and I think the first one is quick to act and kind of half hops, half swoops towards Tesh, and you got a couple attacks coming at you, bud.
Come at me, bro.
He is. He's literally coming at you, bro. I wish someone could see this. This is 3 attacks. There are 2 2s and a nat 1 on 3 dice.
Again, Z, Z, Z.
Fantastic. RinRin. Oh, that's that. You probably should-
RinRin's going to pounce forward onto the one that is trying to attack Tesh. I'm going to get clawed, and then I'm gonna do some clawing. It's fine. Everything's fine. I caught it. Fucking okay. I can't tell you how many times I've rolled a 6 and a 4 on these 2 dice. Does a
Impressive.
12 hit?
A 12 matches.
Okay. That's 5 damage
Okay.
total, so half of that. And I'll use a key point to flurry.
Okay.
I think.
And RinRin, as you get in here and start punching away, you can see the weariness of age on this pterodactyl face. Looks like an older, more elderly terrafolk, if you could tell that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got a 24 to hit
Okay.
for 7 damage.
Okay.
I guess when she sees that, she'll kind of like look back, like wasn't expecting wasn't expecting that, and she'll just say in common, "We don't want to kill you. We just want something that you took."
No, you shouldn't have come here.
Ah!
And actually, one of the other ones will say that as it bounces towards you and tries to hit you a bunch of times. Okay. Well, 21 will hit you.
Yes,
as
it will.
It chomps you with its beak and does. Okay, well, my D4 is gone.
That's not good. Find that
it
later.
in the bottom of your foot later.
Yeah. 7 piercing damage as it chomps down on you.
Okay.
Hassan, you are a wolf spider.
Hassan skitters up to the ceiling, skitters behind the old terrafolk, and drops down behind him.
Okay.
Trying to bite into the terrafolk.
Cool. There are 4 in this room. 2 are kind of at the entrance where RinRin and Tesh are. 2 are in the back of the cave. Which ones are you attacking?
Hitting the old one that RinRin hit.
Cool.
Okay, that was almost a natural 20. Plus 18.
18 to hit, yes.
That's, sorry, looking stat blocks. 1d6. 7 points of piercing damage, and has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
It would, but your bite kills it.
What?
Why are you fighting this? It's dead.
I wanted to paralyze it for 1 hour so I could bring it down to the spiders below and then feed it to him.
There are more.
Don't worry, little brother. There are more.
And then, is there another terrafolk next to me, or is it just singular?
There's another one next to you.
Hassan looks up at it, screeches, and then crawls back up to the ceiling.
Okay.
It might provoke, I think.
Yeah, say it will provoke. This one had just chomped down on. Ooh, womp 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 wah.
Oh boy.
It had just chomped down on RinRin, so it uses one of its free claws to slash at you. Doing 11 slashing damage.
Oh wow. Okay, so Hassan turns, it slashes him, the form drops, and he just turns.
Do you fall back down to the floor?
Spider death curl, and then Hassan pops up.
Ha. All right. And when you said you looked up at it and hissed, you literally have to look up at it and hiss because these things are like 10 feet tall.
Motherfuckers.
And they don't take up a lot of space though, because like they keep their wings in, but like when they hop, you can tell that they are pretty significantly winged. Baz.
My name's Baz, and I'm here to kill.
Okay.
Is there any Patera folk who have not acted yet?
There are 2 in the back that have not acted yet.
I'm going to try and attack one of them.
Okay.
Because
You angle yourself.
Because I get advantage for it.
Okay. You angle yourself in a position behind Tesh, who's in the doorway with RinRin, and take a shot.
All right.
How can you tell if a terrafolk
I'm doing so with a rifle, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We're in a cave.
This is loud.
That's fine.
I'm
Suck it up. I'm from the Underdark. We do this all the time. What?
What?
Oh god. Does a 12 hit?
It matches.
Okay.
That was with advantage?
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay.
All of them were under 10. I rolled 3 dice.
Womp
Okay.
womp.
Elven accuracy. Help. Okay. But that's fine. I'm just gonna do half damage if you don't mind.
Okay, I don't mind. Are you going to put your sneak attack on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, because it's.
I only have one attack.
You only have one attack.
So I'm gonna assume that you have these for me. 10 piercing damage, and then 10 sneak attack damage. So I guess it's gonna be 10 damage.
10 damage.
And then is there any place that I can hide whilst I'm tied to Azaka on the side of this cliff?
Where you're at the mouth of this cave, it just opens up into this hallway. You could go to the end of the hallway.
Okay. I will if
out
I
of
can.
sight. Okay.
You're tied. You could follow this.
You do so. You you run to actually roll your stealth.
Okay. My stealth is going to be a 21.
21. All right.
No,
You
come back.
slink to the end of this hallway, and around the bend, actually, eyes wide in fear, having heard that gunshot, is a Aarakocra, heavily bound. In fact, like his beak is tied shut, his hands and feet are tied together, and there's a rope around his neck to a piton in the wall, and there's just rainfall from a natural chimney just falling on top of him. He's got the saddest looking eyes, but wide with fear.
Yeah, he scrambles around that corner, and like I think they both terrify each other.
Well, he doesn't see you.
Oh,
Because you like slink in here and see him.
So the entire room is bone dry except for where this Aarakocra is sitting, because there's a chimney.
Yes.
what dicks! Okay, well that's my turn.
And it is dark in here.
Was
Wait,
that a
actually,
joke
can I-
because
can
there's
I-
bones?
Can I do anything on my turn about this? Is this as
you
an
used your-
interaction?
You use your bonus action to hide and your action to shoot. So no.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Everything's good.
The one that you just shot it's up, and it doesn't like that. Owie, owie. But it can't get through the doorway because there's too many people there. So it's going to attack Hassan. Well, one of them's a nat 20.
Yes.
They don't like you, and a 12 and a 6 don't hit you.
Nope.
For another, what's that? 6, 9, 11 slashing damage.
A lot of 11s.
Yeah. That's its turn. Azaka is tied to Baz. There's a 30 feet leeway behind them, and he's another 10 feet down the hallway. But she was prone, having climbed up, but seeing the fight commence, is bolstered and moves beside RinRin and Tesh and attacks the one in the doorway. Okay. That is one hit. Hurting that one a lot. Tesh. Wow. You rolled bad on initiative.
I've always rolled terrible on initiative, but that's okay. I'm just going to... It's been more than 10 minutes since the last time we had combat. Yes?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. I am just going to stab.
Yeah, stab him.
Just a really basic stabbing motion. A 13.
It's...
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
These things only have natural armor.
Wow. That is an 8.
Damage.
Yes.
Cool. How do you kill this one in the doorway?
Oh. I think Teshvael has that same reaction of just he stabs forward and like there's a shield up that's close to covering like his full body, but his rapier hand juts out in a stabbing motion and pierces its heart, pulls back, watches it drop, and just Oh, these are really easy. Never mind. I thought that we were in danger. And he's going to then strike an affirmative pose. Like now he knows what he's doing. He's killed one already. What's another 2, 3, 7?
And ape-like and slovenly, it crumples to the floor in front of you. There is another one who has yet to act, and it is going to hop forward where its buddy has just been slain and go for the boy with the rapier. Peck / a 22, a 23, and then like a 9.
2 of those hit.
One was a peck. There's a chop for you for 7 chopping damage, and then one was a claw for 7 slashing damage.
Oh. So 14 total.
RinRin, one has just hopped forward and attacked Tesh. The other one hopped forward and attacked Hassan.
All right, I can't even. Are you falling asleep on me?
Oh, baby.
Too
Okay.
tired.
No, I'm gonna attack twice at the one that is fighting Hassan.
Okay. Fantastic.
Does a 13 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Then they both hit.
Roll damage on the first one.
8.
Cool. Just straight up walk up and jab it so that it breaks its neck as it was trying to peck and claw at Hassan.
Gross. And then I guess that my other attack goes to the other one.
Goes to the other one.
I'm going to do subdual damage.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Another 8.
Okay. It is still up.
Okay.
The first one had been shot by Baz earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Baz, it's Hassan's turn.
What the fuck? Did Azaka get a turn?
Yeah. She helped protect.
Did you move at all?
Yes, there was 30 feet between you.
Okay, all right.
So she could stand in the doorway at least. She can't go into the room.
I mean, she can drag Baz. He's like a noodle.
She could if she wanted to.
Hassan runs his hand along the length of his cane, casting Shillelagh, walks up to this Terrafolk and slaps it for 11 points of damage.
Did you roll to a hit?
Oh, sorry, it was 15.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sorry. 11
Because I was
points of
hurting
damage.
13, so I was like, 15 hits.
I know RinRin was trying to do non-lethal damage. Is Hassan doing non-lethal damage?
Has she said she wants us to do non-lethal damage? Is she saying don't hurt him as he's raising his cane?
Don't kill them.
He breaks the knee of this one, and then as it's falling down, he will take his cane and like bop him right in the center of the forehead.
And he goes out like a light. And that is combat.
And just to be sure, breaks the other knee.
Hassan, stop!
I'm kidding.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like you're kidding. That sounds totally in character for Hassan.
Yeah, no, it sounds exactly like what Hassan would do.
Outside of this alcove, Baz, you slunk away and see the poor Aarakocra tied up.
He probably doesn't necessarily know if the fight is over in the other room.
Mhm.
So he's going to very quickly get out his big scary knife and like step into the light walking towards this bird boy with a big scary knife.
Yeah, like I think there isn't much light in here. There's just the firelight illuminate, like backlighting the wall. So he doesn't see you. He just sees a shadow stand up with a knife.
Walking towards him.
You
He
see
actually
him just like curl himself down.
Buddy, stick his little bird head under his wing.
Yeah.
He actually is moving fairly quickly towards him. He's gonna first of all cut the rope that's binding him to the wall, and then he's gonna start sawing at the ropes that have him bound.
And he's just gonna like. Actually, I think he still thinks he's gonna die here, so he's just like eyes shut tight.
He will saw at the ropes until the bird is free. And I don't think he even like thinks to take off the one around his beak. He just says, "Hey, buddy, enemy of my enemy and all that." That's like, British. That's not Australian at all.
Tap him on the shoulder.
Pat him, and then I'm gonna turn around and run back into the cave, like ready to help out.
I think so. You cut the bindings on his hand and legs, and he finally like opens an eye and tries to get a look at you. And being free, you like turn to walk away, but before you can turn around, he completely envelops you in a hug.
Baz shrieks from the other room. Just,
and about this point, Azaka is running around the corner because you were tugging on her this way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what are you three doing?
Flips the the Terrafolk boy on, or girl.
I don't
gender
think
them.
They're quite gender neutral, these things.
Flip them onto their back, straddle their chest, and pulls out a goodberry.
Okay. Just shove it into its mouth, or
shove it in its mouth, and then wrap a hand over their mouth, like beak.
Mm-hmm. I think their eyes go wide, and they just are appraising their situation.
I'll go to RinRin. RinRin, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
Are you hurt?
A little, but I can take care of it myself.
I have a healing potion if you need it.
Lay on hands, my own injuries. Kyber's blessing upon me.
Ooh.
I apologize in advance.
Kyber. You can't tell me you haven't heard of Kyber.
Such an asshole.
No, I don't know about Kyber.
When the planes were made, there were 3 different dragons that were the creator of all things. Kyber is one of them.
So, dragons made the world?
Of course. Have you ever seen another creature walk upon the plains?
Well, I've never seen a dragon.
Well, hold up. Put that one on pause. RinRin, you have seen a dragon before.
Well,
Wise peeks over.
I mean, I know that there's... Well, I know Summerwise is like a pseudo-dragon, but it's not like a dragon.
How? RinRin. A dragon and a pseudo-dragon are of the same ilk.
Really?
Yes.
Looks over to Summerwise.
If you look at Summerwise, look at the proud face, look at the staunch poise of such a magnificent creature, and you can tell me that they are not.
RinRin looks at Summerwise like she's starting to like really look at the way they are. You know, you're right.
Meanwhile, you are interrogating a Terrafolk. I think while this conversation is happening, you wake it up with a goodberry holding its beak shut, and it hisses at you.
Pulls out knife, puts it to throat, releases the beak. You understand the situation you're in, correct?
I understand the situation you're in. You'll never leave here alive.
Well, probably not if we don't have information. And that's why you're still alive.
Pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Oh, I'm going to make you wish you were dead. And he's going to dig the knife into the wing membrane.
Owie.
You pride yourself on flight so much. Let's see what happens when you can't.
I think it will like screech out in pain.
Hassan, what are you doing?
Asking our friend here some questions.
How much health did that Goodberry give?
Just the one.
Just
oh wait, one. How much? Yeah, just the one.
Okay. It looks like even though you're just piercing the membrane, this thing doesn't have much life left in it, and might bleed out any second.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna medicine check to stabilize it.
Okay. Roll me medicine.
18.
All right. I think you are able to find a way to cut at it that you are still keeping it alive.
Now, on my continent, I'm known as somewhat of a doctor. You have those here? You know, they keep you healthy.
I think between gasps, it's like, I don't know what you mean.
Well, you're going to find out.
At this, I think it's going to try and struggle against you.
Okay.
So opposing strength check says it's going to, or I guess it's trying to grapple you. But you already had it grappled, so maybe it's trying to escape the grapple.
So I make athletics.
Yes, because you have it grappled, you make athletics. And it's also athletics.
15.
It rolled an 18. I think it's going to push itself push you off of it, and start scrambling towards the door. It's cut, ripped wing, like the membrane flapping, and it's trying to push its way past RinRin and Tesh. Wow, I can do this.
He broke the grapple?
Yeah.
I think I instinctively do a round clothesline on it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, roll attack.
It's 13.
Yep, hits.
For non-lethal.
Yeah.
7.
I mean, it's on 1 hit point, so
Yeah.
it goes down like a sack of bricks.
Oh my gosh!
Well, that's one way to apply anesthesia.
Hassan, what are you doing?
Chatting.
Do you think it even knows what we need?
We could find out.
Well, let's get it away from the exit. Tash, can you take it?
If that is what you would wish, friend RinRin, then yes, this I can do.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that the bass isn't dead because I heard a little screech. Don't wake him up again yet.
Meanwhile, this Aarakocra had wrapped you into a tight hug, and I think after like an uncomfortable amount of time, which for Baz is any amount of time, but like it takes a little bit, he'll finally push back and start signing at you, and I think that I think that Baz would know sign language, because I feel like I saw something a long time ago about how like Drow would, being sneaky boys,
sign in the dark,
sign to each other.
Yeah,
Sign,
I think that's
sign is also a very good representation of thieves' cant.
Yeah,
Because if, as a
Which
rogue,
I know.
like, while you're speaking to somebody, like if you can do like these hand signals while you're speaking to them about whatever.
Hey, the weather's nice.
Yeah. It just looks like, you're speaking with your hands, but in reality, he has to die. Kill Nadaza.
Oh
Kill him.
God.
Anyway, he is emphatically signing thank you, and then takes a moment of pause and says, sorry, I'm deaf. Do you sign?
Telling us sign. I'm impressed.
I've been studying this phrase for a while.
Baz will say yes.
He will say, thank you again. I only know that phrase, so don't expect me to do much more signing.
You didn't even have to say anything. I would have just still been impressed.
And he says, thank you. I'm, and he spells out his name, Racket, or Raquette. But you can call me Racket.
That's adorable. Okay. Sorry. His name is Racket.
Yeah.
Oh. Just makes me really happy. Okay.
Just emphatically, I thought I was going to die. I'm just so happy that someone's here, and like tears in his face.
Baz will stop him and say, I sign slowly.
Okay. Sorry. What are
and
you
he
doing
will
here?
explain through signing. He'll also say it out loud in case he can read lips.
Yeah. It's
I
still
don't know.
kind of dark, so he's like straining to see.
Yeah. Oh, they don't have dark vision. No. He explains that that they're friends. We're looking for something. Were you kidnapped?
Yes, I was on patrol and got ambushed, and I thought I was gonna die here.
There are more of you.
Yes, many.
You live here?
I'm from the monastery. Kier Saville.
I say the name of, or rather spell it probably, the name of RinRin's monastery. That monastery?
And he'll say, no, those are the Tabaxi. The Aarakocra monastery, Kier Saville.
But
It's
you've
not
heard
far
of it,
from
right?
here. Yes.
Okay. Good to meet you. He actually has some time to think about it this time,
Right.
and he says, Baz, spells it.
Right. I don't have the letters down.
I don't either.
Baz. And he says, nice to meet you, Baz. He looks pretty rough. He's been probably beaten a little bit. His right wing actually looks pretty banged up. And he is literally only dressed in some ratty pants. Has no other gear on him.
You're looking a bit roughed up there. Here, hold on. I've got a couple of healers. And he'll lead Racket into
You'd probably
the other
like
room.
have to hang him over your shoulder. And
I do that.
actually, Zaka will also say nice to meet you and sign to Racket.
Zaka also can sign.
Yes. And you guys will lead that Racket to this cave.
Where Tesha's dragging.
Tesha's dragging an unconscious, old, freaking 10-foot tall pterodactyl into the corner.
Look, well, like as they're coming out, RinRin was walking in. Oh, good, you're right. I was worried that you were. Hello.
Fan to framed.
That I was. Oh well, that's good. Are they living or dead?
They're a bird.
He's got Racket over his shoulder.
His beak is still tied shut too.
What are you doing? Untie his beak.
Hold on. He'll pull it off and says, "It doesn't really matter much."
Like, oh, right, thank you.
He's deaf and mute. Signs to Racket.
I mean, just deaf.
He's deaf.
Oh. Hello. RinRin starts talking louder to them.
That doesn't help.
Tell them my name is RinRin.
Okay. He'll just start signing for him.
Start signing.
Yeah.
He does like look intently at her lips when she starts talking. So he can read lips, but obviously signing what everyone else is saying makes it a lot easier for him.
He'll do like with Aunt Amaya in the Dragon Prince, that if he's not looking at them, he'll just sign for him.
Right.
I am good tabaxi. No eat arukokra.
He'll chuckle. It's just like this is great. I'm so happy to see people.
How long have you been here?
And he like takes a moment to think. A day or two, maybe.
Have you
I lost
eaten?
track of time. No.
Good berry.
Teshvael handed legitimate ration.
As
Or
Baz is
that.
This is like the Jungle Goer's Lunchable. But like one of those like all natural Lunchables. Like Tesh isn't a scrub. Don't confuse him for such.
He's again very emphatically signing thank you at you guys for actually like ravenously digging in.
As Baz was snapping for a good berry, you could hear the audible squelch as Hassan has driven a dagger into one of these. He's just cutting them open to look inside.
I think, in fact, Racket, who was like ravenously eating, sees that, like looks around, finally like seeing that everyone's dead in here, and just turn around and
Hassan like turns, waves. Hello.
RinRin does a really awkward toothy smile.
Oh.
Hassan covered in blood behind her, and she's just like,
Like she's just like, oh, like grimacing, like I know this is really gross. Sorry.
What are you making it pump?
Yeah, he's just making a pump.
Rude craft, homie.
Oh, Birdwing, I knew you well.
gross.
Yeah, gross.
Azaka, you didn't find what you were looking for here, did you?
No. This looks more like a. There are many more. They probably live on top. And I think Rocket like wipes food off his face. And he's like, oh yeah, there's a lot up top. Last I counted, there was 8. And their leader took my stuff.
What a coincidence! We're here to get some stuff.
Okay. Well, I think he's like kind of lost for words for a sec. And has to think, could you get my cloak back?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course we can.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
Even if I got back and didn't die here, my aunt would kill me if I had lost that cloak.
I know how that is. You have my sympathies, friend.
Bess, where was he from?
Oh, the monastery, and he
Kirsabel.
like.
Sorry?
What was it called?
Kirsabel. So Kirsabal. And if you bring up the map at any point, you'll see that it is marked on the map south of where you are.
That's right, Kirsabel. I definitely didn't interrupt him when he was telling me about that earlier.
Do I know of this monastery?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very monastic tradition-esque monastery inhabited by Aarakocra.
Yeah.
They're pretty well known for, good hospitality and aiding people that are traveling through the area.
That's not how you spell Aarakocra. RinRin is going to ask him, like, just kind of like to his face and too loud, do you do fighting?
He'll shrug. He'll say, I can fight. What is it? Wait. What's fighting? It's this. I can
Nice.
fight. But I'm more of... I went to med school, is what he says.
Oh. He's that kind of monk. Okay.
Wait, what happened?
He says he went to med school.
Oh.
It didn't go great.
Well.
But you can fly, right?
He'll look at his busted up wing.
Oh.
Like, I haven't tried.
Oh.
You shouldn't do that. Hassan's coming back like blood dripped. Let's take a look at that wing, shall
Wait,
we?
So, like,
Hassan, why don't you
step
just
back.
wait a second? Sometimes you come off as a little strong, especially when you're covered in blood.
Do they look like they've taken a sufficient amount of damage?
Yeah.
Sweet. Lay on hands.
All right. How many points of lay on hands?
My D&D Beyond page messed up, not me.
I think
Right.
you have 25 if you haven't used any today.
20.
Yeah, just,
But you did.
it would be 20.
Oh, fourth level. Sorry, 20.
Yeah.
I don't think I have used any today.
You
I have
just
not-
used them on yourself.
I am-
to-
Not today. I don't
Okay.
think.
Blessing of Kyber upon me.
Blessing upon the Aarakocra
Okay.
for
Alright.
15.
15 will almost get him up to full.
Oh boy.
And Tesh will give a very reassuring, soft smile. Blessing of Kyber
He
upon
he
the friend.
has to use like facial expressions to kind of understand what you guys are intending, and you look like a friend.
Oh,
Of course I do.
you can't hear your evil inflection.
I don't know what you mean. I'm 110% a friend.
And with you being 110% of a friend, I think we are at our time for tonight.
That is true.
So with your new friend Racket, and just near the precipice of Firefinger, a thunderstorm raging outside and several dead elderly terrafolk.
It's like, don't add elderly to the
Oh,
group. It just
they
makes you
are
feel bad.
very specifically elderly,
Fuck.
whittling away the bones of their enemies. So we'll call that for a night.
Excellent. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to Tyler for running this wonderful game of Dungeon and Dragon. I absolutely love Tomb of Annihilation. It has been such a glorious time. We are going to be heading into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community but also from each other that you can find at patreon.com/indoor adventures. However, before we end up heading towards that, let's do some sign-offs. Tyler, where can we find you? What do you do? I had a great time.
Hi, I'm Tyler, also known as @FrothyInferno on Twitter. You can find me here on Sundays. Otherwise, not much else.
Hey everybody, I'm RJustice here on the channel, but you can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about my day-to-day and sometimes stream with some of these lovely individuals. You can catch me over at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I went on a loop. I'm tired.
It happens. I
You
get it.
can see me here again tomorrow as Albergine Ostafor, the so Azamar Warlock Barbarian, and again on Thursday over at She Game Nights, where I am playing as a Regency noble by the name of Theo.
Wait,
In a
our
game,
Theo?
not your Theo.
Oh.
It's set in actual like Jane Austen time, so there are no Marescas.
Hey. That's
Hey,
our little brother.
sis?
I'm a monster. Don't look at me.
It's okay, you're still my sister.
Hi, I'm LBHackEmUp. I just had my heart broken. You can find me at LBHackEmUp on Twitter and Twitch. On Tuesday afternoon, I will be playing some Overwatch with Lauren, who has never played Overwatch before, so that'll be fun. I'll be here tomorrow night. I'll be on Nerd Immersions on Wednesday. I'll be on my own channel on Thursday. I'll be on Encounter Roleplay on Friday doing our Masks game where I get to play actually a character who's very similar to RinRin. I did that because I wanted to be a sweet girl. And then on Sunday I'll be playing twice. So naked vampire fight. DanaeKeener.com.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wings, and I've been summoned by DanaeKeener.com, which is where you can find me. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D, and a lot of things on this channel. You can find me here on Sundays playing as Baz, the Drow Rogue, during our Tomb of Annihilation, and also on Mondays as Coriander, the Elegant Paladin. DanaeKeener.com!
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or on Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us for the show, consider going to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures, where you can watch all of the VODs of all of the games that we have done up until this point. They are then uploaded at a reasonable hour the following day, and I say reasonable hours because I'm the only one who uploads them, so it's whenever I have awoken and can hit the publish button, that is when we get things the following day. But for now, we are going to be heading into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So, if you have had any questions that you would like to ask us, feel free to post them in the side chat or in the Discord to the side in our questions for the courts chat, and we will get to them post haste. But with that, I would like to say thank you to everybody for stopping by. Thank you to Tyler for running such a wonderful game, and we will see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.